What makes you think I have insurance now?
No, the insurance for us, so we don't get sued.
You know, how do you take a show that people already know the storyline from the comics? It's kind of like Game of Thrones. How do you take a show where you already know what's going to happen and still get people to watch it? And you change a couple things, and the cinematography, how you set it up. How were they going to film the most talked about scene in the comics? How are they going to portray that? They did an amazing job.
Well, I mean, if you're George R.R. Martin, you just put off writing your books so that nobody actually knows. Just procrastinate like 4 books at a time.
And on that note, I actually hate to jump out of this. I mean, we could literally talk about this for the rest of the show.
We need to have a Walking Dead Fanatics in the Fan. That's
really
it.
do.
Yeah, it really
It needs to be every Sunday. We need to have alcohol and the show.
But there's so much other great things.
Yes. Oh my God.
And I never got a chance to talk about this, but The Arrival is coming out soon. I'm actually looking forward to this. This is our next step in, I believe, Alien Invasion or Alien Encounter. I'm looking forward to that. Doctor Strange is coming out.
Doctor Strange is this coming weekend.
Yeah. I'm excited about it. But the Infernal, not the Infernal, but the Arrival. What is that? Like,
I'm thinking it's going to be Contact. Contact.
That's kind of the impression I got too. First
but
encounter,
better.
Somebody has to actually determine whether they're peaceful or not peaceful.
Because all I'm getting from the fights that I've seen on YouTube
is
just like confusion because it's like a big orb.
Yeah.
And then here comes Forrest Whitaker with a little recording.
Land Before, what was the Keanu Reeves one? The day the world stood still.
World, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Same. I mean, it's going to be one of those. I just think it's going to be really good.
I saw the extended trailer, and I got the impression that this is actually attacking aliens, and the only thing that's going to convince them to not attack is her learning the language and learning how to communicate with them.
So wait.
Attacking the aliens in the movie.
That brings a love story.
That brings me to a great question. If the world was dependent on one of you people.
They would die.
What you mean by you people?
Is it dependent on me learning a language? Because that could go pretty well as long as it doesn't have to be like grammatically really
And
good.
this is why we don't let Alexis talk much. I'm just thinking, I'm looking around the table. The world is dependent on Adam. Yeah, we're done. The world is dependent on
Brandon.
It's
going to be a party.
Yeah, we're done. The world is dependent on Thorn. Yeah, we are so done.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty small.
You didn't ask me because, if it's dependent on me, we're saved. Hey.
I'm pretty small, but I'm vicious like a Wolverine. I can save the world.
And that brings me to the next trailer, and I didn't write it down for you guys, but we got to talk about it because it was released this week as well.
I haven't seen it. Shut up.
I don't want to see it.
Do we want to?
I want him to stop doing movies.
And I've heard bad reviews from this.
Oh yeah, the last one was the last one. They're all the last.
I feel that this is going to be a much more emotional X-Men movie. I think this is much more character-driven than it ever has been before. I think that this is the one redeeming X-Men movie that we're going to see in the next 10 years.
I think it's going to lead to a lot of great jokes in Deadpool, too.
It feels like a repetitive thing.
Well, no. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong.
Wolverine 2 was a decent movie. I enjoyed Wolverine 2. But
you actually went and saw it?
Really?
Wow.
This is the girls dogging him. This is the girls dogging him.
I don't know. It's a different feel altogether from the whole series, so I'm not quite sure. I saw the trailer, but I'm still...
Isn't like for whatever reason they lost their powers, right?
Well, no, he's old.
Yeah,
right, but he
his
doesn't
powers
grow
are
old.
Slow, yes, he does. He's old, super old. So his powers are like.
And Marvel has been all over the board with that because at one point he was in 2099 and he had just died. So.
If they're going to follow the Old Man Logan storyline, which
I read that.
They have. It's just him. He's gotten to his kind of. He's just an old man finally, and it's just finally he's gotten to the point.
But he's on screen with Patrick Stewart.
Supposed to regenerate and
he's super old.
That doesn't matter. Your powers aren't.
As an actress, she goes. I go through this to her a lot.
But this isn't where he loses his powers entirely. That's a whole different. That's a whole different world.
Oh, okay. I thought that was this world. Like even Xavier had lost his powers.
No, he lost his powers in the last movie because he started taking this drug.
That's a different universe.
Different universe. Yes.
He just said. Okay. Okay, fine.
That's a different universe.
powers. Fine.
No, it's a different
We don't
Professor
speak of that
Xavier.
universe.
which is
I like
why
that one.
this
You know,
movie shouldn't
No,
happen.
I'm saying they literally have really given us 2 Professor X's at the same time.
Right.
Well, yeah, no, but
Technically 3.
they just did a thing with the whole crossover thing.
None of it matters.
I know.
That's how they finish each movie.
Okay,
now.
okay.
None of it matters. Nothing else matters.
I thought
way
the
they-
last movie ended with, hey, let's wipe the slate clean so that we don't have to deal with the continuity errors of The Last Stand.
So that's why Logan... No, that was... The last movie was Apocalypse, which erased everything.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. The movie
I still haven't seen that either.
Jeez.
It's.
What's even worse?
I would
about
love
it-
if the X-Men world would just
Still better
stop.
than a lot of the
If
other
the X-Men world would just stop and say, we apologize, we won't do any more, we will stay in the comic books and the cartoons, and let you guys do this over here, I would be happy.
That's
Yeah.
the
I
thing.
think solo projects are the way they need to go with like the Wolverine, with Deadpool, with maybe a Cable movie. That would be good.
A cable movie would be great.
Awesome. Anything ensemble. needs
I
to
could
be
play
a
Bishop.
Netflix show or Netflix. Because it's just ensembles are too much. They want to shove in every character they can.
Yes.
To merchandise the shit.
Because Civil War, the biggest thing for me, Civil War is like, all right, it is a Civil War, but it's not a Captain America movie. It didn't need to be a Captain America Civil
No,
War.
it
It could have
didn't.
literally just been
Civil
Civil
War.
and it would have made a little bit more sense.
Cap was
Because it wasn't even a
pretty
Captain.
big in the comic
It wasn't
books.
even a Captain America movie. It was Captain America versus Iron Man. Which didn't we just have that like a month prior with Batman versus Superman?
Yeah.
Yeah, that failed.
Okay,
Failed.
Batman versus Superman.
Another thing we don't talk about.
Captain America
bad.
Civil
It just
War,
wasn't great.
good.
Okay, not
This is
great
why I love
is
my
not-
show.
Not great is not a good endorsement. Like, if you eat a cookie and you're like, was the cookie good? Oh, well, it wasn't great. You're going to see that cookie tastes like crap and not go see it.
It was an oatmeal cookie
Batfleck is still my favorite Batman.
with raisins in it.
Okay, the only good part of that movie was Wonder Woman.
It's biting
Hands
in.
down.
I'm
But
actually
the
looking
only
forward-
thinking it's chocolate
Thank
chip.
God.
I'm actually looking forward to that movie. All right, let's Brandon.
Yes.
And I'm going to just glance over these as quickly as possible because we are running out of time. Battlefield 1.
It's been amazing. I've really enjoyed it. Really, strips away all the extra stuff that the other games have had, so you don't have all these magical scopes and these things. You're just iron sights and killing people. That's my favorite thing to do.
Gears of War 4.
I still haven't played it yet. I'm not, like I said, I've been kind of done with the Gears thing. 3 ended it for me, and it's just more of the same. What I've read about it is they pretty much just restart the first game again.
Which is very common nowadays.
Well, I'm
Undiscovered.
Undiscovered. I don't know what that one is.
Mafia 3.
Mafia 3. Mafia 3's been getting great reviews. It's done really, really well.
The trailer looks amazing.
It's taken a whole different kind of point to it, and it's very period driven. So, you're playing as a black man in the 60s. Mm-hmm. So you really feel like you're a black man in the 60s. They don't pull any punches. They make sure the racism...
I'm going to hold that down when you go.
I don't know if you can feel like a black man in the 60s.
Well, that's the thing.
Dad, if you're listening, I don't know this kid.
It feels you're very like you get into it and you feel almost offended that this doing thing. And it's just like this is how people talk to each other this time, even between.
So like Luke Cage type of.
Yeah.
Do you feel offended that the character is a black man and you're playing a black
No,
man?
I'm offended the language they kind of use against each other sometimes because I'm like, as a kid of my age, I don't hear this stuff. I never, racism exists, and I'm not going to say it doesn't, but it's very below covers because I've always grown up, everybody kind of is
You mean
exactly
like
the
under
same.
sheets?
Talk shit behind closed doors, not to their
And
faces.
you kind of see a lot of it in Luke Cage where, I don't know enough about, I've never been in a black neighborhood for more than a few minutes, but
Wow.
you really, really get to feel more of, what these characters go through, and when you actually are playing as that character, you really feel more for that character. I mean, in Battlefield 1, you play as one of the black contingents in World War I, too, and there's a whole different...
You mean the cannon fodder of World War I?
You pretty much...
Wow.
You feel
It
a whole
totally,
lot
they
more-
use
yeah.
people as cannon fodder.
You feel a lot more with it.
It's
It's very emotional.
Call of Duty is coming out. The next Call of Duty. Wait a minute. Did his eyes light up?
No.
If you're a Battlefield 1 fan and a Call of Duty fan, you're not right.
Well, I am, and I have...
And he's not right. We know that already.
I've played the beta for Infinite Warfare, and they've they're trying to make it as
Now,
fast-paced.
bear in mind, this game release is huge next month.
Oh yeah,
Huge.
They're going too fast-paced. They're doing too arcade, and they've taken away the fun and any sort of ability to have an attack. It's really just running and gunning now. There's literally no change.
So Alexis can play it.
Yeah. All your weapons shoot exactly the same. They all shoot better. They shoot the same from firing from the hip, from aiming down the sights. They've ruined it. Now, I can't wait to play a single player because I want to be in a spaceship and kill things in space. Because that's why I want to play a single player. Right. That's why I bought it. But I also bought it because it came out with the remastered Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. And
right.
That's one of my favorite.
And real quick, last, because I know you saw it, the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer.
Wasn't there already a Red Dead sequel?
Yes.
Red Dead Redemption is the sequel. It was Red Dead Revolver, then Red Dead.
Okay, I was confused on that one. Yeah, I'm like, there already is.
Okay. I saw the trailer before I even wrote it down. I never played Red Dead. I want to play Red Dead so I can play this.
Don't play the first one. Play the second one.
It was kind of the first one was kind of.
It was their trial.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption has been one of my favorite games for a long time, just because of the setting. Being in that kind of Western setting and having free reign to do whatever you want to do. I mean, it's GTA in the Wild West,
right?
And being able to just pretty much go up and do whatever you want to do. You want to go rob the saloon? Go rob the saloon. If you want to go save the damsel in distress, go save the damsel in distress. It's very. I love that kind of period just in general. Yeah. So to be able to play in it, and no other games really.
So and we're going to start this actually next month, but. If you were going to do a holiday of all the games I just named off, you were going to do a suggestion for a Christmas gift, which one would you pick?
Out of all those?
Yeah.
Definitely, I'd go with Battlefield 1.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Go ahead, guys.
All the ones you have listed here, like big AAA games, yeah, I would go with Battlefield 1, but I'm looking at Outlast right there.
Is that the sequel?
That's the sequel.
That's the sequel.
Oh my god.
That's coming out soon.
I'm in love.
I put it on there for Alexis to talk about, so.
I guess you didn't notice it, but I played the first one, and if you've never played it before, you're going to get blown away, because it is sadistic.
Is this one featured in the house? Did I see some screenshots of that? It's not an asylum, or is it asylum again?
No, you're not in an asylum. You go through and through different areas as like with the demo or whatever that came out. You're a reporter and you're with your wife or girlfriend or someone, and you're going through like this backwoods country town with a bunch of blood and stuff everywhere. Then you go into a school, and then you go back into the town.
So it's kind of like a Silent Hill type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never liked that game.
I liked Outlast. Oh, man.
Outlast is fine. Silent Hill.
Video games rarely scare me. That one, sweaty palms. Going like, oh my god.
Yeah. If you play it in a dark room.
Yeah, I don't really play games too much, so Red Dead's probably the one I'd go with, though. All those.
It'd be a great pick if you ask me. And folks, it's been an amazing show. I would love to thank our guests. Real quick, if you're out and about this weekend, there's so much going on. Of course, there's holiday parties and Halloween parties and all kinds of fun stuff. But our friends from Nerds for Entertainment's got something going on, don't they?
Yeah, we've got a play this weekend here at the Library Center. Tonight at 7 and tomorrow at 2:30. It's a parody of the anime Fairy Tale. It's only about an hour long, so if you got an hour to kill, come to see it. It's free.
It's funny.
Free.
Tonight at 7.
Pretty
Tonight
hilarious.
at 7.
Yes, tonight at 7. Yep. Tonight at 7, tomorrow at
2:30.
2:30. So that's Saturday at 7 p.m. at the Library Center. Mm-hmm. And tomorrow at
2:30.
2:30. Okay, but I got a cast call at 3.
You shouldn't have.
This is why I don't listen to Alexis.
Well, I lied to you. I'm sorry. We changed the time.
Shocking!
And tonight is the VisionCon Halloween Ball at Galloway Station.
Right after Fairy Tale's done, we'll be going over to Galloway and having some fun over there.
Yes, indeed we will.
And then tomorrow we'll be all getting together and watching Fairy Tale again, and then probably crying for the rest of the season of Walking Dead.
I am nominating myself as the Fanatics and the Fan game demo game demoer, so I need you to buy me every one of these games. I will play them and write out reviews of all of them.
So you never outgrow the whole video game thing, is what you're trying to say.
You never.
And I feel you, because I know I want to play Red Dead. I actually want to play the WWE game. I really do.
That one made me.
Although I'm sick of them.
Laugh,
Yes.
actually.
But anybody that has to redo their game every year, they kind of annoy me. It's like really.
That's like every sports game.
Right. It's kind of. I'm like, all right. So I want to play Madden.
It's like Madden. Do they still make Madden?
They do, don't they?
Mm-hmm.